Hi, this will be the unboxing and initial review of the Latte Panda Delta 3, sponsored by DF Robot and Element 14. To start off with, decently packaged case. Everything looks neat and tidy. Lovely little box that has been delivered in. And here we go. This is one of the most awesome single board computers I've ever laid my hands on. It looks like DF Robot have effectively thrown everything but the kitchen sink at this. To start off with, neatly packaged in a well protected plastic case. We also have a USB-C power brick. Different pair of cables, neither of which will work for me, but I have an alternative. Some installation parts, and that's that for that box. Looking at the specs, we see that this device has got two M2 keys, so we've got some expandability options. Supports Linux, Windows 10 and 11, and an Intel Celeron N5105 quad-core CPU. This is relatively interesting since there's a couple of features on this CPU that I'm going to expand in further videos. It also has a standard slew of USB. It's got a USB 3.2 Gen 2, which is a 10 gig interface, two Gen 1s, which are 5 gigs, and a USB Type-C port, 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM, which is already pretty impressive, and a 64 gig eMMC storage. The other thing that's really interesting about this device is that there's a Atmega 32U4 coprocessor, which means that I can effectively use Arduino and already start having some MCU control straight out of the box on this device. Hopefully we'll have no problems installing Arduino onto it or using Arduino onto it to access that MCU, and the alternative of going to Linux and accessing it as well is something we're going to be checking further on. Now, when I heard that I was selected for the road test for this device, the first thing that I did, and one of the delays for this road test, is that I decided to purchase a proper enclosure for this. And again, just as props to the awesome people at DF Robot, purchased this off DF Robot in order to protect my Latte Panda once I've unboxed it. The enclosure itself, very small, quite cute, and nice and futuristic looking. Ooh, and all the bits and pieces inside, perfect for mounting this device. Just as an example, before I start mounting this device, and we can look at that in a further video, is if we take a look at the size of this unit. Oh, isn't this nice? At the size of this unit, there we go. We also have the antenna connectors included in the box, a couple of Latte Panda stickers, and a printed user manual. Very nice touch. Now, as an example, let's get all of this out the way. This is the size of the Latte Panda device. We have multiple I/O ports, everything neatly labeled. Good M2 keys at the bottom. A combination SIM and SD card holder at the back for 5G connectivity. Well, the one device that I have that's nearly the same size as this Latte Panda, well, is a Rock Pro 64. Basically the same form factor. Interesting. Obviously the Latte Panda is significantly more powerful. We also have, as an example, an Odroid N2. So let's put these through to size. Odroid N2. Odroid XU3, by 0, There we go, my old Intel Edison. This gives you an indication of the size of this device. It is not the smallest smallest form factor x86 device there is, but it's still pretty small, and I'm assuming for the amount of power, this is totally reasonable. Now let's continue to installing this device into its enclosure, and we can make sure that we don't damage it while playing with it. Well, the enclosure has got two rear mounting holes, and the device itself mounts relatively simply. I hope this is the correct way around, but I don't think. There we go. Which way would be correct, do you think? Antenna and antenna sticks down there.